Dear friends, let me tell you something what's not easy. The situation in France, other parts of Europe and other parts in the world. Starting to explain the situation at the UNI Hotel. As you know, I am helping here, so I am not working here. Now it appears that I am working here, cause I do the thing the worker, who isn't here, should do. When the worker should be here, he or she will get a place to sleep, food, snacks, tea, and monthly money, called salary, on top of it, sometimes a bonus. And what about the tips of the guests in the UNI Hotel? Now the difference between working and real helping. The worker is doing its job, on busy days some more, not busy days some less things to do. Now this worker could do other things, cleaning the UNI Hotel a bit more, sample, cleaning behind and under the bed. But the worker does do thing only when he or she got the order to do so, not out of him or herself. A real helper is there, to help, so the helper can do these things, what the worker doesn't do. And above all, helping is also, when the worker is too much busy with his or her job. On this moment, I am doing the worker job, but without salary. So in a way, my earned money goes to someone else, in this case it goes to the host of the UNI Hotel. Now he can spend the money, the worker's money, how isn't here, so I do that job, so in a way my money for anything what he desires. He spend it on things I should not buy, like soft drinks from a multinational, soap, shampoo from a other multinational, and surely no petrol, again from a multinational. Why I do not want these items from the multinationals, I tell you. These multinationals not spending the money I should do. I should not let fly, that's only for the show, but not in real, a machine to the planet Mars. But I should spend it to make a drinking water pipeline, so in all corners of the earth humans will have pure drinking water, plus these people can make out of the desert a paradise. Next of not serving humanity, they are planning to kill about 95% of the people around the globe. Why? Then they have the world for themselves. So now, about the situation in France, other parts in Europe and other countries in the world. The worker earns money, he or she will pay the taxes to the government, in the most of the cases more than 50%, and what the most governments are doing with it. Yes, spending it on things the people themselves never should buy. The killing of 95% of the world population is just separate from all kinds of unwanted expenditures, by not serving these hard-working people. The government and the multinationals are very greedy and selfish, and that the people in France, and other countries doesn't take any longer. So it's a fight. The government have the force paid by the people, now using it against the people who worked hard for that money. Do someone knows where I am talking about? I mentioned about wasting the money, for something. A machine to Mars. What isn't real, but people has to believe in it. They're hard worked, honest earned money, put in a fantasized idea. Do people really want that? Or they should like drinking water for all people? Here the explanation why it's not possible to go higher than lower orbit.
First we have the troposphere. This is where all of our weather occurs, and it is the lowest layer of the Earth's atmosphere. It starts at the Earth's surface and extends up to a height of 4 to 10 miles. Next we have the stratosphere, which extends to about 35 miles above the Earth's surface. This is where our ozone layer resides and protects us from those dangerous UV rays. It is also the layer where aircraft travels, as it is free from weather disturbances. Now we go up to the mesosphere, where most meteors burn up on entry. The mesosphere stretches up to 50 miles above the Earth's surface. Next we have the thermosphere, and this layer extends up to 400 miles from the Earth's surface, and the air here is very thin. Also, temperatures here start to get really hot, ranging anywhere from 200 to 500 degrees Celsius and 500 to 2000 degrees Celsius in the upper region. And last but not least is the exosphere. The temperature in the exosphere can vary from 0 to 1700 degrees Celsius. The exosphere is the outermost layer of the Earth's atmosphere and is around 6,200 miles from the Earth's surface. Now, according to NASA, low Earth orbit is around 1,200 miles from the Earth's surface. So before I tell you the reasons why it is impossible for us to go beyond the exosphere, or for that matter even past the thermosphere, have a listen to what some NASA experts have to say about this topic.
As we get further away from Earth, we'll pass through the Van Allen belts, an area of dangerous radiation. Radiation like this could harm the guidance systems, onboard computers, or other electronics on Orion. But Orion has protection. Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation. Sensors aboard will record radiation levels for scientists to study. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
Hang on. So what you're saying is that in order to send humans through this region, we need to solve the challenge of getting through the Van Allen radiation belts. But I'm confused. Didn't you already solve this challenge back in 1969 when you sent astronauts to the moon and subsequently 5 other times after that?
But we're also really pushing the boundaries in terms of where we're going forward with exploration. I think humans are naturally driven to do this, and this is really the beginning, I think, of human beings leaving low Earth orbit. I certainly plan on being around to see that.
So she's a NASA astronaut, but I guess no one bothered to tell her about the first time that we left low Earth orbit. I guess she might be a little too young to remember. Here we have another astronaut that wasn't told about the moon landing 48 years ago.
The plan that NASA has is to build a rocket called SLS, which is a heavy lift rocket. It's something that is much bigger than what we have today, and it will be able to launch the Orion capsule with humans on board, as well as landers or other components to destinations beyond Earth orbit. Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. We only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And this new system that we're building is going to allow us to go beyond and hopefully take humans into the solar system to explore. So the moon, Mars, asteroids, there's a lot of destinations that we could go to, and we're building these building block components in order to allow us to do that eventually.
Then the people paying a lot of money to so-called religious organizations, do they supply all people of this beautiful planet pure drinking water, food, shelter, clothing? No, they don't.